vacation and we're going hiking. Going on Thursday is the best day because nobody else is out.
Hopefully, we'll see. His butt is like in the air.
Why are you so desperate to be up front? Just be happy being in the back. You're comfortable back there. This doesn't look comfortable. It's pulling on you. You don't control the music. You don't GPS. You don't do anything up here. There's no reason for you to be here. You don't have snacks up here. Why are you here? Okay.
Ezra, why are you such a suck?
We are on this very steep path. Ezra's leading the way. Okay, Ezra, go. Go, go. He has grippy little feet, so he can go. Okay.
A little explorer. This is
Ezra, go. Can you make that, Ezra? No? You give up? Go.
shit. Be ready to catch him if he falls.
I might not be able to catch my damn self. Hold on.
We're aborting mission because it's
way too steep.
it's too steep. We don't have proper shoes on. We're not wearing hiking shoes. Roman's shoes have no grip.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be safe.
This is more our speed. Ezra, come on. Let's go. Let's climb that. Shit. Alright, so this is what Julia's proposing. There's like a little bank along the cliff, and she says we take Ezra and just casually walk along that cliff, up those jagged rocks.
Not up the rocks, around.
Like, she thinks it's like a foot of water with this guy who's afraid of water.
He's not afraid.
We can watch you from here and you can do a trial run.
Try.
And you can just go and I'll just sip my beer. And if you need help, just like wave or something or text me.
Holy.
Dramatic video today from the Scarborough Bluffs. A part of the stone face fell away from the surface this afternoon just before 4 p.m. near Lookout Point. Toronto police say witnesses say it sounded like an explosion and say there were no reports of injuries. Police do remind people that the bluffs are sandy in nature and remind you not to climb as they can give way.
Good boy. One of the most useful and delicious things I've learned while being cooped up at home during this pandemic is how to bake my own bread. I've tried a few different recipes, and the tastiest and easiest is a combination of a no-knead recipe and a French baguette recipe. Technically it's still a no-knead recipe, but in order to get a really good chewy and fluffy texture, I use the stretch and fold method I learned from the French baguette recipe, but instead of going through the hassle of shaping them into baguettes, I still bake it in the Dutch oven to keep things simple. I've found that the stretch and fold gives it the perfect texture with a bit of fluff, whereas if you follow the no-knead recipe as is, the texture is more dense and chewy. So after mixing all the ingredients together, you're going to get a really sticky dough, and it's supposed to be. I usually get my hand in there for a final mix just to make sure there are no dry bits left. Once you're confident that there's no more dry flour anywhere, cover and let it rest for 15 minutes. Next, you're going to do a series of stretch and folds. I'll link the French baguette recipe in the description for a more thorough explanation, but basically you grab a chunk of dough and stretch it up, and then you fold it over on top of itself. Since your gluten is only starting to develop at this point, your dough might tear as you're stretching it, but you'll see as you continue the dough will strengthen. Do 4 stretch and folds so that you cover the whole hunk of dough and then let it rest for 30 minutes. In total, you'll do 4 sets of 4 stretch and folds with 30 minutes of rest time in between each set. It sounds a bit complicated, but trust me, after you've done it once, it's very simple. All you really need to do is set a timer. After your last set of stretch and folds, transfer the dough onto parchment paper, cover and let it rest in the bowl for an hour. Start preheating your oven just before this rest time is done. My oven takes 15 minutes to preheat, so after 45 minutes, I'll turn it on. As an extra topping, I like to spread roasted garlic on my fresh bread, so if you want to do the same, just cut the top off a head of garlic so that the cloves are exposed, drizzle some olive oil on aluminum foil, and put the head of garlic face down into the oil and wrap it so it's closed. Then pop in your Dutch oven and the head of garlic and preheat to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Once your oven is ready, transfer your dough with the parchment paper into the hot Dutch oven. Pop it back into the oven with the lid on and bake for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, your bread will be mostly done, but you'll want to remove the parchment paper and Dutch oven lid to finish it off. Put it back in the oven for about 10 minutes or until the crust is nice and golden brown. And you're all done. Look at this beautiful, crusty, delicious loaf. You can take your roasted garlic out of the oven and let the bread cool for a bit. I really hope you guys try this recipe. Honestly, after you make this, you will never go back to store-baked bread again. So good. That's real garlic bread. We're going on another hike today and just preparing some salmon. Just some deli meats, some roasted garlic spread on the bread, some arugula, some mustard, and then I'm going to cut up some tomato and bring some roasted red pepper on the side that we can add to the sandwiches when we eat them so the bread doesn't get soggy. You excited for another adventure? I got these Morel hiking boots after I was tripping on all the branches on the floor, and it was painful. I haven't stopped tripping, but now it doesn't hurt. They're fantastic. Oh, it's so nice.
We are the only ones on this trail. Like, there is nobody.
Except for one guy taking photos.
Yeah,
Trying to
there's
pee,
one
but-
per.
See, it doesn't hurt though.
Okay.
That's the difference.
I guess that's the point of the hiking shoes.
Yeah.
What is going on right there? Ezra, don't pull. Wait. Ezra. Ezra is in full out mountain climbing mode. Look at this drop.
There's a little break here, which like Ezra could totally make this jump, but we just want to be on the safe side. So he's just going to be carried like a baby. We made it to the quarry. Caw-caw! Which we thought was water.
There's no water in this
I
quarry.
guess it's just rocks. But there's a picnic table waiting for us.
Yeah, there's no one here.
And we said we would eat when we got to the quarry, and the quarry knew.
Yeah. You want your egg, Ezra?
Yeah.
Time for an egg?
You earned it. Some roasted red pepper, tomato, cheese, ew, prosciutto, salami, ham, and mustard. And garlic spread, roasted garlic spread. I'm on the way to get my hair cut. This is my outfit with some Reebok shoes. And I'll be coming back with a lot shorter hair. Okay, I am heading out to finally get my hair cut. I'm building this up so much, but like, I haven't had my hair cut this short since university, so it's been like a decade, so it's a pretty big deal for me. Heading to my hairdresser, Sandi White, and her salon, so let's get going. I just realized it's your first time here. So crazy. Come on in. Oh, it's so beautiful.
Take a seat.
Yes, we are. Here is my hair. It is quite short. It is the length that I did want it though. I feel like I've never gotten the short hair that I've wanted to get because I've been too scared, and I've either cut it too short or just like, oh, okay, Ezra. And I never really go too much above shoulders because I'm afraid, but the haircut that I actually want is this, where it's kind of just right above my shoulders. It will take some time to get used to, but I really like it. And it looked really good straight also, so I'm excited to wear it both straight and curly, because with my long hair I usually just wore curly. So feels like a nice change and a new vibe. Thanks so much to my perfectionist hairstylist, Sandi White. I'll leave the details to her salon in the description below. I am so picky with hair, and I've been going to her for the past few years, and she is absolutely amazing. So if you're in Toronto or the GTA, check out Sandi White. She's awesome.